Young people, welcome back. BMB in the house. Shout out to the sponsors, and of course, shout out to our textbook, Chapter 5, Lesson 4. Guys, we'll be solving compound inequalities, which means the learning objective, solve compound inequalities containing the word and graph their solution set. Secondly, solve compound inequalities containing the word or and graph their graph their solution set. Ooh, guys, concept, inequalities, skill, graph, period. And an or. Yeah, let's go. Guys, we're gonna love this one here, guys. You see the handouts, none but number lines, all day long. The way I enjoy this one is I like to tell kids, you either come together or go apart. So on our number line, and it's gonna start off just like this, guys, as I like to teach as I go, learn by doing. B is greater than 3, so an open circle going to the right, starting at 3. B is less than or equal to 0, so a closed circle going to the left, starting at 0. So are those two connecting? No, they're going apart. That's why it's and. That's why it's and. Disconjunction. Next one. Were you on time? All right, guys, you gotta love it. We're in class, I'm in school, we're ready to go. They connect here. You see how 1 started, closed circle, -2, closed circle 3, they connected. So we're just graphing 2 solutions on one number line, which means they're either gonna connect or they're not gonna connect, right? So on the next one, you see how I didn't go too far. K was greater than 1. I did not go all the way to the right. But now I did. And the reason why is, guys, I did not know. Be careful, watch the next one. Y is less than -1. So I'm going to begin, not there, but on -1. Now less than, there we go. Now Y is greater than or equal to +1. So close this one up though, and go into the right. So one quick pause. Right? And I pause because as I did those 4, I did not make a chart, did not write one out, did not explain it, but let's go over it real quickly. Things we know about an inequality when graphing. If it's equal to, it's going to be a closed circle. If it's not equal to, it's going to be an open circle. Also, I know exactly what direction to shade on the number line as long as I start reading from the variable. So in other words, if you click the number 1, 2, 3, or 4, where's the variable at? On the left. Not on the right, but on the left. So I always say Y is less than. Z less than or equal to, B greater than, K greater than, which means that arrow tells me which direction to shade. Got it? Got it. Good. Let's keep going, guys. All right, meaning, I hope I explained those first 4. And, or, and, they're either going to connect or disconnect, as you see here. So now we're doing the opposite. This time I ask myself, okay, where does it begin? Is it open or closed? And which way is it going? So starting with number 5, looks like I have a circle or a point at -3 and +3. So I'm going to start with X is greater than, not equal to, just greater than, it's an open circle, -3. And X is less than 3. Now equal to because closed circle, less than or equal to. Now number 6, again, same thing. Now this is where the learning objective had you understanding and or. For my purposes here, only the B and B. Let's just get the skill of graphing it and writing it down. Understanding the, how can I put this? The difference between writing your solution as an and or writing it as an or. definitely skill. But yeah, you got the skill if you can 6, 7, and 8 here. So 7, of course, where we at? -2, going to the left, open circle. And what do we got? W, I don't know why I picked W. Closed circle at 1, going to the right. So, and, but what about or, right? So, and, or. But again, no worries, because if you're working on this lesson, guys, it's probably easy for you or you got stuck with it, but we're taking care of everything we can for this textbook, and we're glad you're here for 5-4. So, getting right back at it again, except this time they actually are causing a little bit of work. One step. So, number 9, m plus 3 is greater than or equal to 5, and m plus 3 is less than 7. So, where do we start? We start with where it begins. M plus 3 is greater than 5. Now, I subtract 2 from both sides, and that gave me, subtract 3 from both sides, and it gave me 2. The other one, I subtract 3 from both sides, and I get 7. I get 4. You know, my mouth ain't saying what my brain is thinking because my brain going too fast. But there I am showing the work. You know, guys, I always like to do that for you. I want to just have answers. But the first solution that I got, let me go ahead and graph that. It's going to be the closed circle on 2 going to the. Did you guys hear that? I hear bells like in my sleep at the dinner table. At work. All right, second one, guys, open circle because it's not equal to going to the left. And you see how such a small section it is? That's fine. No big deal. We're okay with that. For 10, to get y by itself, add 5. Now we're going to get y is less than 1. I can go for it right now. Boom. Do I want to graph it now? Ooh, slow down. Get the other one. Add 5 to both sides for y minus 5. So now y is going to be greater than or equal to 6. I've got my 2 solutions. Now I'm going to graph them with the 3 questions. Where do I begin? Well, I'm going to begin at 1. Am I going to have what I like to call a... All right. Didn't I already... I did that, guys. Add 5 to both sides. Why am I explaining it in words? I'm such a detailed, nice teacher. Yeah, sure. There we go. Open going to the left. What about the next one? Closed going to the right. But I got to know where to begin. So at this time, guys, instead of them connecting, starting at one point, starting at another point, and the numbers connecting, starting at one point that way, starting at another point with that way, so they don't connect. You see? Here we go. 11. Boom, bang, pow. Subtract 6. And again, guys, here's my rewrite. Not a pause, just a quick understanding of my variable is on the right side. It's right over here. I don't want it there. I want it on the other side. So I simply say F and read the other direction, greater than. Since it's open, it's greater than. So F is greater than -2. And, because I got to do the other one. You see how it says and? The other one says or. You see what I mean by and? Or, catch on to that. F plus 6 is less than 5. The variable is already on the left. So once I subtract 6 from both sides, I'm just going to get F is less than -1. So I'm cool with that. I mean, I can move it down a little bit so they're lined up, but I don't really care. What I care about is you understanding how to solve compound inequalities. So, where do we begin? How about -2? Open or close? Left or right? There we go. Well, I guess I wanted to get both of them in because they're so close to each other. And again, guys, and they're going to connect. They're going to connect, right? Or they're not going to connect. One's going to go that way, and one's going to go that way. And we got an or coming up, number 12. Or. And how about we or it out? So W plus 3 is less than or equal to 0. I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides, and boom, bang, pow, I got my first inequality. I'm going to start at -3. going to be a closed circle because it's equal to. So please, Mr. Craft, go ahead and do it wrong. That's okay though. You guys know I like to make mistakes to see who's paying attention. So W plus 7 is now greater than or equal to 9. Subtract 7 from both sides, and the inequality will state that W is greater than or equal to -2. Am I paying attention now? -2. That's where I begin. And yes, see me close that in because I'm paying attention. I hope you are too. Going to the right again, guys. You see that little bitty space right there between them is why we're using the word or. It's a compound inequality that does not connect. And I think I need some room, and we definitely want to take care of 13 and 14. Number 13, though, has me trying to figure out, I don't see the word and I don't see the word or. So watch how I handle this one. This is something I picked up teaching. Make it your own. You're doing the problem. This is how you want to do it. You see two inequalities, so do both. You got -6 is less than b minus 4. All right, that's it. Stop right there. You don't want to keep reading because if you keep reading, you're getting into the compound inequality. Let's just take care of this one inequality. Add 4 to both sides. -2 is less than b. And again, I want my variable on the left side. So b is now greater than -2. It's the same thing. I'm just reading it reverse now. But now, guys, picking up the and because I have a second inequality of b minus 4 is less than 2. I need to do that. So notice the double arrow, the double lines I used there. I see the 2 problems in this problem, and I did them both. This time, what am I doing? I'm going way too fast and getting that problem wrong, guys. I got so excited. I saw 4, and I added 2, and I should have added 4. This is when my editor starts screaming at me. You guys have no idea how mad he gets when I get problems wrong. He's like, how do you get these wrong? I'd be like, look, man, I've been doing these 10,000 so long. Is there tears coming? Because there should be tears coming. But anyways, guys, it's a 1 step. And if Mr. Craft, the BMB, is going to make a mistake on a 1 step, it'll happen to you as well. You're sitting in up getting 6, less than or equal to 6, so I'm off by 2 units. But I feel good, though. I feel like I'm teaching you guys and you're learning this. So I apologize for that mistake on 13. And let's make sure I wrap up with 14 here. There's no mistakes. 14. I do see the word or. So I'm happy to just write my first inequality. P minus 2 is less than or equal to -2. Slow down and add 2 to both sides and you should get 0. Very good, Mr. Craft. Or P minus 2 is greater than 1. And this time when I add 2 to solve for the variable P, I'm gonna get 3. And now I'm safe. After that last one, let's see the shoulders moving too much. That's all you gotta do is move shoulders. You dance your butt off just your shoulders. As you can see, close circle on 0, open circle on 3, and I am done with 14. All right, guys, gotta have fun, right? Gotta enjoy it. Let's get all that out of here because we are not done. Bottom portion. If you've been here, guys, we've got a lot of extended work, meaning in 15, 16, 17, define a variable, write an inequality, solve each problem, and check the solution. So for 15, the variable is going to be n. It says a number, so let's use n. Plus 1 is greater than. I love it. They're not giving me those funky words. They're just saying greater than. -5 and less than 3. Wait. And? So literally like and? Yeah, guys, that's it. It says and. Look, it's that simple. So reverse style. Well, not really reverse style, let's be clear. They've given it all to us in math language, meaning numbers and variables and integers and negatives and positives and all that. Now it's just straight words, like English. So you gotta read it, write it, do it. Define the variable, got it. Write an inequality, got it. What else we got? Solve it. One steps, right? Oh, a rewrite already took care of that first and foremost. One of my I see what I got going here, guys. Notice, pause. Gotta use my pen. If you're here with the BMB, you're here because you know I try my best to make sure you leave with a clear understanding. Point of confusion, POC. If you have a point of confusion, tell me in the comments, guys. I got time, and I got a lot of, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't got a lot of time. If I got time, I'm gonna make that video, answer those questions. But down here, guys, I wrote it and I wrote it. Now, both of those should be the same thing, right? Start with n plus 1 is greater than negative 5, okay? And n plus 1 is less than 3. Well, if you look at it, it also says 3 is greater than n plus 1. Yeah. Again, that's that flop, that's that flip. So it's like you reading from left to right, I went to the store. Now go the other way. Store, went to I. Did I do that right? But you get what I'm saying, right? A, B, C. No, I want you to go C, B, A. There's nothing wrong with that. It's math. It's going to say the same thing unless you do it incorrectly. So that's what I did here. Wanted to pause because we saw it both ways in the earlier part of the handout. But guys, don't worry. If you're getting it, you got it. Let's get back to it because we're almost there. And when I mean I'm almost there, my goal is to make sure you can understand your lesson, your handout, your homework, your chapter 5, lesson 4, and you can move on. So I wrote it. I didn't solve it. Number 16, I'm writing this one, it looks like now. A number decreased by 2 is at most. What do they mean at most? Well, guys, there's been charts I've used. Look in your book. You'll know what I mean by using those words to indicate your correct inequality. I had the wrong one, had to put the right one. And finishing it up, I even put the 4. I'm gonna put the 9 this time, at least. There we go, at least. Got the little equal to underneath, good job. And 9. And what about the other one? I didn't finish the other one. The number decreased by 2 is at most 4. At most 4. You didn't put the 4. Okay. Rewrite, meaning here we go again. I'm gonna do a little quick rewrite to show you. But again, I'm already upset with myself. This won't be, I'm gonna owe my editor some money. Pause, we already did the pause. Don't worry about that. But clarity here, guys, n minus 2 is less than or equal to 4. I think I'm gonna recognize it here because as I'm doing the rewrite, I'm recognizing I don't have the 4 there. So I'm gonna put the 4 there because it's not there. And solving today, guys, was 1 step. So we added to both sides. We subtracted from both sides. I don't believe we had, we did have some flipping of signs. That's gonna always happen. You're recognizing in the video, I'm now clearing up with that 4. But just being able to give you a little step further in this portion of algebra, inequalities, right? Because pretty soon, guys, we'll be moving on. So, define the variable, we wrote the inequality, and of course, guys, now I got a little bit more. Well, still need to solve, so I'm gonna solve those 2. I'm gonna check them. That's what's asked in the handout. A lot of times, us teachers will give you just the odds to do because we do recognize you've got history homework, you got science homework, you got all types of other things you are responsible for. But here I am solving. First one, when I subtracted 1 from both sides, it now is greater than negative 6. But what about this second part? N plus 1 is less than 3. This time when I subtract 1, I'm gonna end up with a positive. It's going to be a positive 2. So in my mind now, I'm starting at negative 6 going to the right. Means it's getting bigger. Now I'm going to start at positive 2 and go to the left. So these are actually going to connect. All right. So I like the word and. It's connecting. Check your solution, guys. We've talked about it. Plug in a value. Make sure it's a value in between those 2. It has to be in between negative 6 and positive 2. So 0 is a great value to plug in and check. And you want to have it true for both. I think solving is more the issue. So guys, let's make sure I continue to support you in your homework here, or in your understanding. Might not be homework. You're here to just get an understanding of what it is you're being taught. N minus 2 is less than or equal to 4. Good, I'm glad the 4 is there. Add 2 to both sides, we get 6. N is less than or equal to 6. Following up, guys, the second part of this compound inequality, n minus 2 is less than or equal to 9. When I add 2 to both sides, n is less than or equal to 11. And again, guys, it's on you for the check. We spent a good 15 minutes with inequalities in this video. Remember, some of our videos will get up to 30 minutes. If you feel as though I can slow down, if you feel as though I can take a nice detailed odds, just the odds, take the whole hour, Mr. Craft. BMB deserves it. Let me know in the comments, guys. Appreciate you. Hope to see you in the next one. We're out.